Hello, Sandy and Chico here. Chico's just eating some grass. This quick video about adopting a dog. I adopted Chico, if you haven't seen our videos before, when he was 5. He grew up in an abusive puppy farm and then spent 2.5 years in a shelter, and it was very hard for the shelter to get him adopted because he's quite scared of humans. He was beaten as a puppy. And this video is about not living in the past when you adopt a dog, and saving yourself a lot of strife, because, you know, when I adopted Chico, the shelter told me all these things, like he's very protective of people. If you're in a room and you have a boyfriend come into the room or somebody else, he'll try and bite them, so be very careful with that. And that never happened. And part of it is because I heard what they said. I didn't ignore it. I didn't take risks. You know, I didn't just let anyone walk into the room or my flat when he was there. But I didn't assume it was going to happen. And there's a big difference. And I just kind of listened, and it never did. But I know that if I had been very, oh, this is going to happen because they said this, then it probably would have done. Does that make sense? It's like people will probably have all kinds of opinions and points of views about the dog that you're adopting, probably the shelter that you're adopting them from, or just people in general who want to give you advice. And my advice is listen to it, but don't take it as law, as fact, because sometimes people love to live in the past and they'll tell you things about your dog, but it might not apply to you. Chico behaved in a completely different way with me, and we had a few ups and downs, but nothing ever drastic to the point where I would just abandon him back at the shelter again. Yet when I took him, they really kind of dramatized everything, and I know that they were doing that. I'm not saying they did a bad thing, but that they cared a lot about him, but they kind of scared me a bit. But I just had this sense that things would be okay, and so I didn't take it completely. I took it with a pinch of salt, is what I'm trying to say. So that's what I wanted to share with you. If you're thinking of adopting a dog, you're about to adopt a dog, is listen to what people advise you, but take it with a pinch of salt. Even what I say, so that will help you really open to all the possibilities. Because if your dog knows that you're the person it wants to live with, and it won't behave in the same way it behaves with other people, but you've been told it will, you'll be expecting it to. And animals are really psychic, and when we expect them to do things, or we're scared because they might do something, they're more likely to do it. I'm sure you know that. So the more open-minded you are, and you just hear what people say, but you don't take it as fact, I would say that the easier things will be. Okay, I hope this made sense. It's helped me a lot, so I wanted to share it. If it does make sense to you and you got something out of this, please pay it forward, share it with someone who might benefit, and leave me your comments or feedback below. And I wish you a really amazing time with your animal.